These mass deportation numbers are pathetic. This idea that Americans don't want to work is a slanderous lie against our people. If you take money from any country, you cannot look in the camera and say you're America first. 4 words, Florida is our home.
Hello, Mr. Fishback.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. So we just did, was that your first?
First event, that place was packed. There were more people standing than sitting.
Yep.
Standing room only. This is a really good sign for our campaign.
A lot of young people.
A lot of young people.
A lot of life.
A lot of people who want to put America first and are sick of bending the knee, sick of playing games, sick of playing politics, and they just want someone who's actually going to fight for them. And I hope to be that person.
That leads me to my first question. What is America first to you?
America first, for me, is actually not America first, it's Americans first, specifically American citizens. And so the problem with America first, as it's been perverted by so many in the establishment Republicans, is they argue that, well, if GDP goes up, that's America first, even if we're importing illegals to do the work. If the stock market goes up, that's America first, even though H-1Bs are on the payrolls that are contributing to higher stock prices. America first, for me, is to put Americans first and to never allow them to be replaced in their own country.
And how will you do that?
A couple of ways. The first way you do it is you have to actually deport people.
Yeah.
I love the president, but these mass deportation numbers are pathetic.
We got to up them, especially in Florida.
We still have 1.4 million illegals here in Florida.
It's bad.
Every illegal that's here who has a job is a job that is stolen from you, me, or anyone watching.
Yes, sir.
Any illegal who lives in a house is a house stolen from you or me or anyone watching. If you can't get that house, you can't get that job, can you get married? Nope. Can you have kids? Can you raise a family? Absolutely not. Illegals, number one. Number two, H-1Bs and all the other foreign visa immigration programs. I'm going to be very clear. As governor, you cannot work in the state government, have a state contract, and have H-1Bs or foreign workers on your payrolls. You have to actually hire qualified Americans. And this idea that Americans don't want to work is a slanderous lie against our people.
Absolutely.
Of course they want to work. They just don't want to work on your slave wages. So guess what? If your profit margins get hit next quarter, so be it. You're going to employ Americans again, and we're not going to apologize. And the last thing is when you or I can't buy a home because Blackstone, BlackRock, Airbnb, or foreign speculators from China or Canada are coming in and taking those homes off the market, that is wrong. I'm going to impose a fine on anyone who wants to buy a home who is not an actual Florida resident. We disincentivize speculation, commercialization, financialization of housing, and we actually make housing a real asset for families again.
Very, very well said. So a big problem for a lot of Floridians, everyone I talk to, they have 3 problems: economy, immigration, and development. Development is something that is hurting a lot of people. What will you do to stop the mass buying of land and these pop-up homes that are made of paper mache?
So the pop-up homes, we'll call them what they are. They're Section 8 housing.
Yep.
It's Section 8 style housing. I don't care if it has a picket fence. The idea that you're going to live in a 600 square foot thing, that is the solution to affordability, or the 50 years of usury, that is the solution to affordability. You know that helps? That helps the debt collectors and the money changers. It doesn't help you or me. It doesn't help your listeners. We need real affordability. Here's what I do. I'm for development, but it's got to be smart and it's got to be slow. This idea of there's $15 stores and 22 laundromats and there's another Walmart and another Target and another Walmart, how does that help us? How does the 13th self-storage facility in Polk County, or I am in Madison County, how does that help us go by? The first part of America First and my agenda is recognizing that $1 in one project is not $1 in another. If you want to open and say we're going to spend $10 million to open a strip club, that is not something I would welcome, or a liquor store, or a Dollar Tree, or a convenience store. I'm welcoming real investments that actually employ people and do good and actually contribute to the well-being of our state. And I'm going to lead the development effort like that. And what that means, by the way, is I think a lot of people have moved to Florida because our land developers, our property developers, have completely bought our politicians. And they just keep building and building and building. And so you can move here if you keep building and building and building. Here's my solution. Stop the building. If we're going to grow smart, and we're not going to take land from our farmers and buy up agricultural rural land and turn this into some kind of Chinese concrete jungle. We did not sign up to be China or New York. We signed up to be Florida. As I've said, my campaign slogan, if I have one, 4 words: Florida is our home. Home in every sense of the word. Our home is not something that is denigrated or degraded by property developers or Blackstone or AI data centers. It is a home where our identity and culture must be protected.
Yes, sir. So you talk about culture, you talk about protecting Americans. Who is an American to you, and who is not an American?
This is the tough question of the day. I'll put it to you this way. An American is someone who loves America. I don't believe you can love America if you broke our laws to come here. I don't believe you can love America if you came here on a legal TPS BS asylum claim and are taking taxpayer benefits. I don't believe you can love America if you came here from the third world, but you won't stand for our pledge. And I don't believe you can love America if you will refuse to assimilate in our country. Look, the legal immigrants who came here 50, 60 years ago, they largely assimilated. It's the Ilhan Omars of the world who came to Minneapolis and have created this entire colony. It's a colony
Of the third world.
of the third world. Import the third world, you become the third world.
Exactly.
And so for me, an American is someone who loves our country. You cannot love our country for all of the reasons we just stated. If you break our laws, if you come here and take from us, if you refuse to assimilate. And lastly, if you reject our Christian identity, if you insult our Christian identity, if you insult Americans and you call them lazy and stupid, you can never be an American.
100% agreed. And final question. We've talked about a big topic amongst a lot of right-wingers right now is AIPAC and Israel and Qatari money. Where is your stance on Qatari, Chinese, and Israeli money?
My stance is very simple. I will never take a dollar from AIPAC or any other organization that is aligned with foreign interests. It doesn't matter what it is. I don't care the country. And it's not that I hate any country. It's that I'm unapologetically a fan of what we do here in the United States. I'm a fourth generation Floridian. My family on the Fishback side came here in the mid 1700s. I'll tell you this, our founding fathers would be appalled that our politicians were taking money from other countries. And then they look at us in the eye and say, I can't be bought. I'm America first. You can't be America first if you take money from Israel, from Qatar, from China. I don't care what. I don't care if it's Monaco. If you take money from any country, you cannot look in the camera and say you're America first because you're compromised and you're a slave. You're a slave to foreign interests, and they're already slaves to corporate interests.
Very well said. Mr. Fishback, I thank you for this
Thank you for your leadership. Thank you for everything you do.
Thank you. And where can the people find you all across the board, and how can they help you in your campaign?
They can volunteer at fishback2026.com. Follow me on X, Instagram. We're not going to outspend the AIPAC-backed Byron Donalds.
We are not.
But we are going to outvote him, out-organize him, out-volunteer him, and we're going to make America proud. We're going to put America first, and we're done bending the knee.
Our will and strength must be greater than theirs, and we'll move forward.
Absolutely right.
Thank you all for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you for Fishback for doing this interview with me. And please, if you're Floridian, make the right choice. Go America first, Americans first, and vote for Fishback. Thank you.
Thanks very much.